to Let's Play Supercell Monster Story 2 on the Series JG.
I'm Zerfall, and it's been a few countdowns since the last time.
Yeah, there's been a few lost countdowns actually because as people may recall from various if you're watching like all of my content, and Lord knows how you could possibly be doing that. Like I had all my computers blow up, which basically means two computers, not because I'm not counting my work computer. And that meant that around the same time, I lost the ability to do Supercell, and I lost the ability to do um, captures off of like consoles and stuff. But the console capture PC went down first, and Supercell was like, "Oh, this is fine. Like I've got all." We had recorded so far ahead on Supercell Monster Story. We were actually playing Supercell Monster Story 4 when this all went down, and but the problem is when I lost the laptop I was using for Supercell, that was also the computer where I had all the capture files and my emulator and the ROM and the patch, everything Supercell. And apparently, what killed the laptop was like horrible, irredeemable drive failure. So,
Now, I do have one quick question for you about this.
uh huh.
In your
You couldn't have asked this
probably in your
during the
fridge.
preceding months when
No, no. But in your fridge, how many baskets do you have for your eggs?
there's actually
Just the
um,
one?
Norm Macdonald does a joke I really enjoy that mentions like the whole don't put all your eggs in one basket. I had two computers fail, you have to understand, but and it was a solid state storage drive that all this stuff was on that failed. And they were
Yep. And
like,
when those go, they go.
yeah, and the guy was like, yeah, it's much more unusual for those to go, but they still go, and this one is gone. But no, Norm Macdonald has a joke I really love that involves um, little kids presenting stories at class and morals of the story. And the short version is the first story. The moral is don't count your chickens before they're hatched. And the second story is don't count your don't put all your eggs in one basket. And the third story takes about 15 minutes for Norm Macdonald to tell it, and it involves the phrase, "All he knew is that he was alone with a gun and a gut full of hate." And the moral of the third story in the set of three stories was, I guess the moral of the story is you don't fuck with Uncle Johnny when he's had a bit to drink. He's mean. So I would tell the full joke, but we have to get to Super Show Monster Story at some point. So it's one of those Norm Macdonald jokes. It takes a little while. So anyway, what I have done since not since the last video was posted, but since the last actual video that was posted was recorded was because I had a bunch of stuff that I hadn't bothered to upload yet. We were so far ahead, so I've replayed through this entire fucking game, at
Yep.
least through what had been put on YouTube. Some of this was with Zerfall's help, like literally at the times he would have been recording. He was just like had the FAQ open and was chatting about how things are going with work and stuff while I'm playing through. And occasionally I would ask him, "Is there a stamp here?" And he would be like, "Oh yeah, let me go back to telling you about what happened at work." But no, we had some co-op sessions that were just not recording. It was just me getting through the game as fast as I can. And we're back, and we found something that we missed the first time that we wanted you guys to see, which is what happens if you pick the wrong tree to show to Andre. Now I'll have to figure out how to control this again.
I forgot these trees had butts.
They have bark butts, and they cannot lie. You other plants can't deny. This tree may struggle, but I'll try anyway. See, if you get the tree all the way back to her, she calls it before you can't tell, but she calls it. Oh, this tree's gonna be shitty at singing.
Yeah.
And Urnie apparently falls asleep, unless those represent musical notes. So she sings, when darkness assails the senses, I'm a breeze from your heels, whispering softly in your ear when storms ravage the soul. I'm Nicolo's misty dew, a shining hope. Free your mind, and your ass will follow, and come home to me, love. I'm obviously not singing that to the tune, but I don't see any tune where these lyrics suddenly, work. Are we ready now? Perfect. You sing beautifully. We'll get to a voice Zerf will do eventually. Here we go.
Super, let's try to coax Andre out of his cave.
Huh?
Huh?
Saravat, please, you must free my Andre. Thank you. Pleased to meet you. Oh, and we forgot to say, yeah, there was something going on there where Babu had an upskirt view there. Avatar was too tall, and Ernie's head is angled wrong. I can only see directly above. Help me. I mean, we can only see... Oh, is this poor Hoy tree about to sing?
I hope not, because it sucks.
Hum hum, me, Dore, me, Dore. Because it sucks, you see.
And he gets no backup singers.
When darkness assails the senses, I'm a breeze from yon hills, whispering softly in your ear. When storms ravage the soul. Oh, and the music's wrong, folks. I should just be quiet so you can hear how goofy it is.
Jesus Christ, sounds like a Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon called Terrible Singing. Because it just repeats its own name. And there we go. That's the thing that we didn't... We just happened to find the right tree on the first try. Yep. In what I'm going to call the canon version of events. But when we actually load the game, that will not be what happened. And you'll notice lots of little things where we might have gone out of our way to get treasure, which we don't have now. We're at slightly different levels. Yep. It is what it is.
And here's the thing, too, is that, like... not only did we get it right the first time, but when we were trying to get it right after we got a save state where it was the bad one, it still took like 4 or 5 tries to find the right tree.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I was like, oh, cool, I found the wrong one. That's great, I'll save state. Now that I've got that saved on a state, I need to progress the story forward by finding the right one. And we found like 5 different wrong ones. Yep. Anyway, so the last video ended with us defeating, we had defeated really 2 videos previous, which feels like 10 years ago for me. We had defeated Mush King, which is sad because if there's one thing I wanted to re-experience, it's Zerfall doing the Toad voice. Well, we might get that eventually.
No.
Yeah! Oh, I didn't actually realize that would be a thing. But then we found Bodie McBoatface, and
oh wait, there's something in here that I don't think did before.
Okay.
So when you can leave a message to yourself, which will also, what we didn't realize, if you're playing this with like your brothers playing it on another save thing, you can leave him messages that say boobs or something like that when you talk to this guy. But if you talk to the other guy, you have the option to leave messages that actually give you beneficial effects.
343 days. Holy crap.
There you go.
Because I think I went back and re-entered the starting date. Yeah, like that we originally started and then lost all the footage from.
And you know what, though? That makes a lot of sense because, like, when we record a lot of footage back to days where we're on the computer sooner, it's probably because it's winter and no one wants to do anything.
That's true.
Outside.
Yeah, you must be saying to yourself, geez, why won't this journey end already? Yeah, kind of.
Ouch.
By the way, as you progress, from time to time I will send you messages. I'm wondering, what sort of communication would you please you the most? So kindly tell me what category of news you prefer and when I should deliver it. I know. I'll process your information. Please wait for it. Wait, you just asked us to tell you what we wanted. Um,
So you can set these messages, and they give you various things. Um,
okay.
and I'm trying to find out which one's which.
I just selected cash.
I think you literally just get money. So you set this time. So set it for like, what time is it now?
Well, it's giving away the date here, but yeah, this is actually pretty much, this is more or less the time that we're recording.
Yeah, so like set it for like
An hour from now? Or
or
next
even just
week.
like 20 minutes, because I think you get hours too.
Yeah, the hours are down here, but you can't
Or I
go.
think you get minutes too. Maybe not.
No, no minutes.
So maybe just set it for 22.
It is at 22.
Yeah, set it for that and see what happens. They should go off like pretty soon.
I know, I know. I'll process your information. Please wait for it. I don't think this. I think we just told it the current time, and it's like, no, you're not. We're not going to do that.
I don't know because like that's 15 minutes from now.
Yeah, I think it rounded off, but okay, we'll see. All right, well, we'll see. 15 minutes from now, we get a message.
Hopefully we do.
Hopefully, we do a message
and
of.
hopefully it's cash.
Because you could get a message of love, a message of miracle, or a message of cash. We chose cash. And we've been in this village before, folks. This is the village where Andre was, I guess. Was this the village where the big wedding was?
I think the big wedding just happened here.
Yeah.
And we have a place to go.
Yeah, we have something that we haven't
Because we
seen
have Andre
yet.
in our party now, don't we? As a helper?
Yeah,
Handy
but
helper?
first we should visit this place. There was like some kids here talking about their dad, the inventor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we never did this during the footage that has been lost to time. Oh God, I'm
Oh,
really
if I
not
could
looking.
turn
I'm
back
really not
time.
looking forward to meeting the next interim villain again because he. Just, we thought we were finally past him, and now we're gonna replay his entire chapter.
They just keep dragging us back.
Try to get out and they drag us back in. But anyway, here we got. Is that some kind of robot head? What's going on?
What's a robot?
A robot? Oh, you came at a
Oh.
good time. Oh, never mind. You take this one.
Oh, you came at a good time. We were going to do the same voice.
Oh,
We're ready to power up the robot.
I sure hope at some point there's some kind of king fight in this game, and we can do alternating king voices. Is she? I guess this is the little girl. She's also named Ratchet. Are we really gonna do this? I'll just sit around and yap about it all day. Spanner is the adult.
Hey, knock it off. Hey, knock off the trash talk and hit the dang switch.
Switch on.
A main screen turn on. It's you.
We get a message.
The ding dong infernal contraption win. Hmm?
Whoa.
Sputter, sputter. Another failure.
I like that our characters are all dancing in place. Yep, dud. Better luck next time.
Hee figures.
Yeah, you know, he's right. We know these characters so well. We should have known this outcome would happen.
What? I'll never give up. Check with me again later.
We're doing our best to help Dad solve these circuitry problems.
There's a book there too. We should check it out.
Yeah, Dork, Sister Ratchet and I are Dad's main assistants. Oh, Sister Ratchet, she's a nun.
She's from the Neon Big Bird section of the game.
Oh man, you guys are gonna love that joke next year when he posts those videos. I guess we've gone to Neon Big Bird. I gotta knock that off.
Are they gonna let us into their secret door though?
Well, what I want to know is, for those of you who are familiar with Super Show Monster Story 1, and if not, why in the hell are you watching Super Show Monster Story 2? But is there going to be this really tacked on ending where the robot, like characters start spontaneously emoting about how the robot has a soul and is now with Jesus in heaven or whatever the hell happened at the end of that game? This door is locked.
Oh. As a heads up too for that timekeeper stuff. So if you pick victory, you get hit points back.
Oh.
If you pick magic, you get magic points back. If you pick love, you obviously get hit points and magic points back. If you pick miracle, when you get the message, dead characters will come back to life. And if you pick gold, you get a random amount of pearls.
Yeah, gold sounds the most reliably useful, but at the same time, I'm like, wait, dead characters come back to life? So this could be like, fucking, you could have like zombie Mush King could appear? Doesn't seem useful at all. Alright, now, what you were trying to usher us towards is also something to explore. Excuse me, now that we have Andre in our party. This thing seems like it's going to be an airship, but it really isn't, is it? We still have to walk around, don't we?
No, I think if you get to the controls, you can move it around. It's just not as...
We can teleport, but not only to towns. So like where we actually want to go.
Well, what happens if you go upstairs though?
Whatever happened in the last video when we went up the stairs. For you guys watching these as they're uploaded 2 weeks ago. For us, like 3 months ago. It's just like a hallway here, and there's kind of like nothing happening. I think when you get enough characters that you can switch party members, maybe this will be where they hang out. That's my guess.
And here's the thing, though. If I had a ship...
I'd hammer in the morning. No.
If I had a flying contraption...
It doesn't fly. It's some kind of teleport ship, I think.
Anyways, outside of the control room, I would probably have some little viewports, but instead of viewing the ground, it would be a peep show.
Yeah, I think you're right. That seems like a good idea.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I can't imagine we'll see something like that, though. It doesn't... That makes too much sense, you know?
He can't see you.
Cow jogger, by the way, I noticed while off-screening in this area, kind of annoying because it has the, like, in Final Fantasy at least, it's called eject, where it just forces your party member out of the battle.
And they don't get experience.
And they don't get experience. But in that case, we got lucky. Yeah, I wonder what Rubella, or whatever her name is, and the Avatar's children would look like.
Well, why don't you just put both their faces together, but then, like, take the eyes from one and the mouth from the other one, you'll know.
Yeah, okay, I think I got a good idea now. In fairness, the eyes are different colors and have different haircuts. So I don't know how different we expect them to be. Now, Urnie and Baba's children, who the frick knows? Alright, now why are we coming back here, you seem to say?
Hey, why are we coming back here?
Thanks. Let me throw down a save because it might...
It might not work out well.
Well, yeah, or more like it just might not even be worth wasting the hit points walking across the poison on. But we got a new helper. Who specializes in...
We got our only helper.
I will chop or shatter obstacles in your path. That's weird because one of the YouTube clips I was watching going down the rabbit hole while waiting for you to get free was Johnny Carson saying, and now our next guest, and his off-screen producer actually says, our first guest, and Johnny Carson goes, what? And he says, our first guest, and Johnny Carson says, what did I say? Yeah, and he says, you said our next guest, and Johnny Carson said, and you just interrupted me in front of you just corrected me in front of millions of people. You just corrected me in front of 3 people. Anyway.
Well, and to be fair, the first is still next.
Well, he's our next helper in the sense that, yeah, that's true. This looks like a job I can handle. Just give me a little room to whack it. Oh, but you're married now.
Put it back in your pants.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're married now. Like, at least be subtle about it. No problem. Pfft, call me anytime you need. Oh, poof, just the sound you make when you're done whacking it, eh?
It's been so much, it's just blowing dust.
Yeah. We received a gold book.
Take a look, it's in a book.
Reading Rainbow. That's probably worth picking up even if we don't like the results of what we're about to do next.
Yeah, this actually is another mechanic that we didn't discover before either, so it's kind of nice that we... It's so nice.
Oh look, we found an urn that fits the description perfectly. I wonder, could a summon monster be lurking inside? It's always fun to investigate. Come, Avat, let's check inside and see if we might find something useful for our quest. Be careful though, one never knows when we might fall into a deadly trap. But you just said that's always fun.
Well, how do you think you ended up in this urn?
It was fun, I tell ya. Yes, the seal appears to be the type that contains the sort of creatures I love. Prostitutes.
I thought it was going to be a furry, but...
Oh, well, yeah. A little bravery on our part, and we may recruit a fearsome monster for a servant. Maybe if you treated the monster as an equal, it wouldn't be angry. I'll let you do the voice here.
Who has awakened me from my eternal sleep? Well, now that I'm free, you may call on me.
Oh,
Call me anytime.
call me Barabbas.
Oh. If the going gets rough and you need my strength to win, I'm available. But first...
It going gets rough, the tough get going. Yeah, we have to beat this thing.
First, you must spank me, Daddy.
Just like Tecmo Secret of the Stars, where you have to beat the elemental spirits. I consider all games where you must defeat a creature before it will join you to be ripping off Tecmo Secret of the Stars. Anyway.
Not to mention games that have two-party at any point in time.
Of course. That really was the first time I saw that, though. I had never seen that before. Alright, and the Avat here can, he can go...
He's got Mega Fire. Surely that works good on a demon that looks like it's from hell.
I'm gonna go with that instead. And here...
I like Bacterio as a name for a spell because it sounds like a Spider-Man villain.
It does, doesn't it? Let's try...
In the 60s. I can control Bacterio. Watch out. I'll give you the cold.
Oh no! Well, now that he's been captured by the X-Men, the authorities are going to put him in... They have to have a special prison that's not made of bacteria to put him in. I probably... Because now I'll never know, am I calling back to a joke we made on a video that got to the internet, or am I calling back to a video that was deleted? But at some point, we must have said... Hose down, but we haven't learned the pimps up spell yet. Let's do the power word here on the Avat.
Oh boy, this is the one that does the... Oh, we're a little further leveled than we were last time I witnessed this monster.
283. Oh, you're giving away the fact that we tried this off screen.
What?
0.
So it's wind that you... So is it ice that works on him then?
Well, I hope not, because we don't have ice. Not for Urnie, anyway.
Water and ice is the same thing.
Well,
in
a certain way of looking at it, yes, that's actually true. Back didn't do too bad, actually.
I wonder if Blockdown works on this guy.
Seems unlikely.
I don't know. This is one of those games where, like, you can debuff the bosses.
What are you basing that on?
In the past, we've done it to monsters in the first game.
On bosses?
I'm pretty sure.
Alright, I gotta see this hose down.
It worked!
It worked in a sense that it worked to prove my point.
Well, it's just one type of... We don't know for sure if it missed because it legitimately missed or if it actually is immune to it.
That's true. The game doesn't appear to have messages that say that, so...
It would be very convenient if it had that in old games. A little thing popped up, legitimately immune.
Yeah, is it? Well, I mean, there were a few, like, yeah, I think SNS started doing that. Before that, it was just like, nope, didn't work.
It was just like, it wasn't even a miss. It was just,
like,
nothing happened.
Just like, kid, what do you think? It's a boss monster.
Well, the worst part was is that some of the old games, it would say nothing when it did work. It just did the animation, and then it was like, there you go, that guy's muted now.
Yeah, that's true.
You can shrink 50% now?
He gets so fucking small.
I wonder if a sprite gets even smaller.
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
We gotta use it.
Enemy
If you use
enemy
magic
status.
they stare off into the distance, and it looks like that's a spaceship. It's flying in space. It looks 3D.
Oh yeah, look at him. He's tiny.
I can't wait till he can shrink 100%.
Oh wow, I think we're doing better against him than. Never mind. We've never fought this guy
Yeah.
before. Wow, that magic eye skill sure is useful. Fiwali weak. Fire, water, lightning. Okay.
So everything except for wind.
Thunder rod.
Steal it, Thunder Rod.
We don't have anybody who
We
can
shouldn't have
steal.
come.
We don't have anybody who can steal right now.
We shouldn't have come here until we had a talking cat.
Look, we can only acquire that character once, and then never again.
What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't make the rules.
I just crush people under them. So it said fa, we, la. So water, fire for sure. But wind was
not.
fire worked. I know fire worked. So let's stick with that.
Everyone loves fireworks. Except for dogs.
Do you have anything that heals everybody? No, you don't.
No, but there's only one person that really needs it badly.
Who's that? Oh, that's her, yeah.
Hooray!
But she looks like a happy, slightly feminized avatar, if you could see her face right now. Oh, well, there you go.
All too easy.
All too easy. Now, we didn't get to steal a Thunder Rod, but hopefully they'll show up elsewhere.
Yep.
100 pearls found.
Such heroes as you appear to have achieved many stunning victories already.
That sentence makes less sense the more you think about it. It's like, that seems a little off. No, rereading it, getting worse.
Regardless, call upon me, Spark. If you need help, I'll join your battles.
I thought it said batteries for a second. You discovered a monster inside the urn. Urnie may now summon Spark. Oh my lord knows. Oh my. Lord knows we struggle at times. One never knows what will hit us next. Excuse me. All in all, we still managed to have some fun amid the chaos. I hope we find another.
This dude is really into finding monsters in urns.
He's a little bit more chipper than he was in the last game, where they kind of pushed hard to the fact that he's evil.
Who put this rock back in place?
Andre!
It was probably the Romans.
Well, you know what? That being the case, folks, we should probably take a day or two, or, you know what, 3 to be safe, before we come back out of here. But when we do, we're going to be ready to do whatever we do next in the story. On the Mysterious JG.
I'm Zerf.
And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't actually kind of fun to be back recording Super Show Monster Story 2.
Bye.